There is an exam paper that I shared with you. I think it was here. Right. Mhm. Yeah, I copy pasted the exam question. So there's a sample exam question which I copied. This is a lecture that we did yesterday, and we were here at the problem, right? Here. So I'm going to copy my exam question here that I copied from the actual exam. So this is a exam question, major, major, one in 252 semester. This was the first question in major 1 252 semester, right? So in order to solve questions like that, there's a technique, right? This is important, guys. You gotta listen. You need to understand the problem, right? First, and what you need to do for that one, you need to break down the question into the problem into multiple pieces so you can apply the skill set of programming and solve it, right? So let's take this as an example. Right, this is a question. Write a Python program that asks the user to enter their age and display the corresponding age. Okay, and it was a 5 mark question in the major one, and it had following groups. If the age is below 13, display child. If the age is below between 13 and 19, display teenager. If the age is between 20 and 59, display adult. Otherwise, display senior citizen. So these were actually exactly what was there in the question. Okay, and in order to understand this question, you need to logically design the algorithm to program. So if you start programming directly, you're going to make mistakes, right? So best is that you break down such question into smaller pieces, and then design the algorithm, and then design the flowchart. And that's what you learn today, because that's what how we solve a problem. We design a solution, and that's how we solve the problem. So if we go further up, so we will be learning how to basically solve problems, understand the problem requirement, analyze input and output constraints, and break problem into logical steps, and apply programming concept to build the solution. So first thing we need to do is understand the, what is that? What is the first thing?
The problem.
Problem. And then analyze what?
Inputs, outputs, and constraints.
Constraints. All right. Okay. Now let's read this problem here. The question, right? Most of the people, those get the question wrong. They don't actually understand the question, and they just jump on to solving it, and that's where they make mistakes, right? So what I want you to do is look at this question and tell me what, analyze this and break it down. What will be the input and what will be the output, right? And what will be the constraints. Okay, now looking at this, and let's not get technical with this, let's keep it simple, right? If I'm your friend, I'm sitting in in your drawing room, having a chat with you, and I'm telling you, or we are sitting in a cafe and we just talking about stuff, right? And I say, listen, mate, uh, I want to make a program that asks the user to enter their age, and you'll ask me why you want to do that. I just say, oh, I want to make a program to tell people what their age is. I mean, if they say, well, how would that work? You'll ask, how would that work? And then I'll say, oh, they will enter their age, right? This is what I'll first thing I'll say, right? The user will enter, yeah, user will enter their age. Okay, look at the question here. User will enter their age, right? And the program will display the corresponding age group in terms of display what? If the age is below 13, the program will display you are a child. If the age is between 13 and 19, the program will display you are a teenager. And if the age is between 20 and 59, it will display adult. Otherwise, it will display senior citizen, right? So if you understood the logic behind it, right? Everyone? I mean, it's a program which asks you enter your age.
Yes,
And
yes,
when
we
you enter your
understand.
age, if your age, let's say you say 10, what will it display if you say 10?
Child.
Yeah, exactly. And if you say your age is 15, what will it display?
Teenager.
Teenager, this one. And if you enter, let's say 30, what will it display? Number 3,
Adult.
adult, right? And the fourth one would be the senior citizen. Now, good news
Yes.
is in this question, it's already in a algorithm style, right? It's already in a algorithm style. Normally, the questions are sometimes very theoretical, but this was a structured question in major one, so we don't need to worry about it. All we need to do is break down what is input, what is output, and what are the constraints. So constraints are written here already, right? We need to see what will be the input and what will be the output, and that is also there. So what will be the input into the program? The user enter
The age.
Their age.
their age, exactly, that's the input, right? and and then there is a condition, step 1, step 2, step 3, and that will be the output, right? Display, display, display. Okay, and these will be the constraints. So what we can do is we can break this question slightly to make it look like an algorithm. How we do that? We say input, like ask the user. Okay, step 1, this is how we, in the step we write it, it'll become an algorithm. Step 1, input user, ask user to input, ask user to enter uh, their age. Okay, and what is step 2? Corresponding result would be based on the age group. So step 2 would be this, and step 3 would be this, step 4 would be, now that becomes a algorithm. You don't just go into start solving, you just need to design the solution first, otherwise you will get it wrong. I mean, in the question you don't have to do that in the major one, but if you don't do that you often get it wrong, the answer, right? Because if you can design that solution you will make less mistakes. Now look at this, 5 steps, but tell me something, will all these 5 steps will, I mean, if the user enter, let's say user enter 10, what step will be performed?
Step 2, doctor.
Okay, and after that should it go to step 3?
No. No.
No, because it's end of the story, because that means and end the program, right? It should end the program, right?
Yes.
Yes.
And also if that is not the case, then it goes to step 2, right? Yeah, if step 1 is not true, then it goes to step 2, right? Let's say if user enter 15, it will, step 1 will not be true, right? It'll go to step,
3.
yeah, 3, and end the program.
And the program, yes.
Yeah, and if step 3 is not true, then it'll go to step 4. If
Yes.
step 4 is not true, then it will go to step 5 and end the program. Now this is our logic, right? This is our logic, and this has become what we call algorithm. What has it become? Algorithm.
Algorithm, doctor.
Yeah, this is algorithm. Now what we need to do is we need to translate this algorithm into a flow chart. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this. See, it was a question, we convert the question into algorithm, then we're going to convert algorithm into flow chart, and then we're going to program it. Programming is the last step, because, and that's what we learn how to program it in this course. But first you need to understand how you actually break down question into logical steps to design the algorithm. So let's see how we do the problem based assessment. This is a problem based technique using algorithm and flowchart. So you understood what is algorithm, because it could be a pseudocode in a plain English. It was a pseudocode, by the way, in a plain English. Then we converted the question into steps into solving, and though that is becomes the algorithm. Like for example, if question is like this, you step it like this. If this, do this. If that, do that, right? Now, uh, if we have the algorithm, right, like this, step 1, step 2, step 3, then what we do, we create a flow chart, right? In a flow chart, the most important thing is this. This is the most important thing in flow chart. Okay, I'm going to uh, use this flow chart here. These are the things in flow chart, right? I'm going to actually design live flow chart for this program that I shared with you, right? That's why I'm deleting the existing flow chart, because I just want to keep these flow chart signs for you, so you really understand. Are you with me, guys? Right? Everyone is with me?
Yes. Yes.
Good,
Yes.
good, good.
Yes, yes, doctor.
Good, very good. Now, look at this. You need to understand. Listen, if you pay attention today, I can reassure you, you don't need to study for quiz, all right? Because there will be questions from this in the quiz. Quiz will become very easy for you. So, yes, you can go and rewatch my video, but it's not as good as live, right? So, you can ask questions. Here we are. Just want to have a look at you. You're still there. Yes, good. That's good. Right, okay. So here we are, going back to this again. Now, these are the symbols of flowchart, right? In the flowchart, when you want to start a flowchart, you use this oval shape. Which shape?
Oval.
This is oval shape, right? I ticked it. Then, if you are taking an input, you use this parallelogram. You write everything in this shape. Okay? If you are processing something like you are saying a is equal to a plus b, you add, delete, or doing some process, you use this shape. If you are taking a decision, I mean, if there is an if command, like we had a few if command, you use this, right? If you are printing an output, like we said, display child, you use this shape. And to show the flow of the diagram, you use this, all right? Are we good with this? Okay. Now, let's basically look at that the question that we were trying to solve, right? This one here. Before algorithm we designed, right? This was the algorithm we designed? No.
Yes, this
Yeah,
is
this was
the
the
algorithm.
algorithm we designed. So I'm going to copy this from here, okay, and I'm going to paste it in with our symbol so that we know which symbol to use, right? I'll make it slightly small here so that I have make a space for algorithm. This is my I'm just going to keep it in front of me. I'll make the font 12, right? So it stays there, okay. And flowchart symbols, we can make them slightly go up. I wouldn't mind even if I change the font to 14. This is okay, you can still see, right? Because I want to make some space for my flowchart. Okay, I need to use these symbols in this algorithm, and we'll do this live and you'll never forget it, all right? And you'll be done for life with flowcharts. If you just pay attention today, you don't have to worry about learning how to do the flowcharts, all right? Okay, now, as you can see here, I have these shapes. So I want to start my flowchart. So you always start with this, isn't it, right? This thing. Okay, oval shape. Start. You just say start, right? Shall we? Are you ready to make some flowcharts?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Good, good, good. Let's do this then. All right, here we go. Here we go. Okay, this is my oval shape. Oval. There's an oval stadium in London for cricket. It shapes like this, oval. Okay. Oval, and we say start, right? That's it. This is start, and we just got started. All right. Start, and then do what? I'll make the fonts little smaller so we can accommodate the whole thing, right? I'll say 12 maybe. Yeah. So this is start. No problem. Start is good. This is oval shape. Pretty much look oval shape to me, right? Okay. Now next one is what? Step 1, right? What does the step 1 says, guys?
ask يعني input دكتور.
Ask user to input, right?
Yes.
So I'm going to use this one here. This. All right. You need this for flow that after start where it goes, right? It goes down and ask user for input. Look at this. Which shape used the input?
The
The
second one.
second shape.
Second one. It's called parallelogram, right? Okay, I bet you if you just go through this with me, then you can make any flow chart. All right, bet it's haram, but okay. I won't bet, but I just say this with confidence that if you go through this with me, you can do anything. So this is a parallelogram, right? So what we think, input age, right? Input age. I'll make this one 12 as well. Font should be 12 because so that we can accommodate. Input age, right? Input age 12. Here we go. Now this is age, perfect. We use the right shape. Then what is the third step? If age is below 13, display child and end the program, right? So what?
Yes.
One thing we need to do is go next, right? We definitely need to go next, and we need this this arrow, right? So I'm gonna do the arrow here, and I'm gonna put it here. Okay, and then we simply need to go for which shape. It says if, right? It's a condition, right?
Yes.
If age is below 30, below 30 means less than 30, right?
Yes.
Okay, age below 30. So if age below 30, and which one we use? Diamond. Why? Because diamond is branching to make decision. If there is ever if, then else, diamond is your shape, all right? Okay, diamond. Let's go for diamond then. Here we go. So we put diamond here like this. And what we say here, if age less than 13, we can use this mathematical notation to say that. We don't have to write LESS. We can just use the signs here. If age is less than 30. You see here this one? Yeah, are we good? You can make it a little more like this so that you can accommodate in a single line, no problem. Here we go, right? Are we good? Visible?
Yes, doctor.
Now, when there is a decision, remember every diamond shape, without thinking, you do two things, all right? Without thinking. Because sometimes best thing to do is not to think much, right? Use your common sense. You, wherever there is a diamond shape, it always have this. What it has? It has this.
This arrow, doctor.
Arrow, yes. Why? Because it always come to a decision. Okay, either yes or no. So before we go any further, every diamond shape, without thinking, you need to put these two, right? And then we go to the next step. And without thinking, you can put here true or false, or you can put here yes or no. Okay, you can simply put here true or false or yes or no, right? And I can do one thing. I can just take a text here, text, and I will put here yes. Okay, you can put a true false as well, right? Yes. I like to keep it short. Small. 12 is good. This is 12. Yeah. And second, I write the other side no. Remember guys, doesn't matter what, diamond shape always has yes and no.
No.
Because if age is less than 13, either yes or no. You either go this way or that way. So think of this if condition as a T junction. You know? T junction? Do you know T junction when you're driving? Like road is going like this and there's a T junction.
يعني cross, doctor.
Yeah, cross. This is not, you can't go forward. You either have to go this way or that way.
T, yes.
Yeah. So yes or no. Going home, yes, go this way. Going work, no, go this way, right? I mean, it's like a decision where you have a yes or no situation, right? I'm just giving you an example. Okay. So if age is less than 13, if it is yes, what would happen next? If age is below 13, if yes, what would happen?
Display child.
Display. Yeah,
Child.
look at this. If age is 13, display child and the program.
Program.
Right? So
Yeah.
how we display, which shape is to display here?
The hybrid. shape.
Hybrid.
Hybrid, exactly. Hybrid is to display this one. So that hybrid shape is, we need to find, it's a bit tricky to find, but you will find if you look close enough and you are desperate enough to find it, you will find it here, which I am right now. Here we go. This is the shape. You never noticed that before, did you? Okay.
Not
Alright.
really.
Yeah, no, there's always first time for everything, my friend. I just want to save some space, so I'm gonna keep it here like this. Okay. If it is yes, do what? Display
Display child.
child. Can we say print child instead of display?
Yes.
Yes, print child. Display and print is same thing, right? Potato. No difference. Okay, so the issue right now is the font size. So let's get the font to 12. Okay. So display child, and I can do this. Here we go. This is better, isn't it? This is better as a arrow. I like to do the arrow properly. This one, and I like to do the arrow properly here. Okay. And if it is, and then what? Then end the program, right? What is the
Yes.
symbol for end and end? Beginning and ending is same oval shape, right? The
Yes.
top one. So we say end. So I just copy this and I put it here, and I say end.
I
That's it.
think we should put it in the middle so that the other arrow can go.
Yeah, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. Who was that? Extra bonus points for you. Roll
Me.
your name now with good advice.
Thanks.
Doctor,
But you don't believe I'm gonna give you marks. That's why you didn't tell me your name. Yes.
I'm
isn't
Abdurrahman.
the answer is no?
Sorry.
Isn't the answer no?
Oh no. I mean, is it answer? We didn't enter the age.
Okay.
Yeah. Right now it's no.
Yeah,
If we say
it's no.
15. If we say 15, right? But if we say 10, yeah, this is the situation, right?
Yes, but if it's no, I will not write end or.
Nah,
print
we will not
child.
do that. We will not do that. Then we go to the next step 3. If no, and we're gonna come to that. And what was your name? Sorry, we cut you there. Somebody told me his name, and then you. Sorry, I can't.
Abdurrahman.
Abdurrahman. Thank you, Abdurrahman, for the tip. And I'm gonna make this slightly this way, and we can connect to the same. You are absolutely right. Now, if it's no, we're gonna face another question, right, Abdurrahman?
Yes.
What would be that question? If somebody else can tell me beside Abdurrahman, what will be the next question we'll face if this is no? If this is yes, program will end here.
You will go to step 3.
Yeah, what is
If
step
age
3?
Between
If
13
age
and
between,
19.
So it is
Else
if again, right?
Yes.
Diamond shape.
Exactly, without thinking. 3 things we need to do. We need to have the arrows, we need to have a yes, no, and we need to have the diamond shape. So I'm going to copy it so that we can quickly do that. Here we go. Are we good? Again, yes and no. And this time, age is less than what?
Less than.
Less than 19.
19.
Age less than
Or 20, what should we
19.
say?
No,
Doctor?
it says between. So we can say like this. Age. We can say the age here. And we can say here like this. Less than.
Or equal.
Greater than 13. Between mean greater than 13. And less than
20.
20. Between 20. Right? We just need to follow what is written there, right? We don't need to do anything from our side.
Can you put equal 19? Less than or equal 19?
Yeah, we can say that like this. Very good. We can say less than or equal 19 like this.
Yes, I think also the 13, doctor, we want 13 included here. So
Yeah,
we should-
that's the logical error, right?
yes.
So maybe we can correct the question then. From 19, 13 to 19. It shouldn't be between, right? It should be from. You pointed out an error in the question. Logical error. From 19 to 59. And otherwise, yeah, that's now makes it right? So we can say greater than 12. Is that okay?
Yes.
Greater than 12 and less than 20? Huh?
Yes.
Same thing?
Yes, that's better.
Yes.
Yeah, it's easier. If age is greater than 12, less than 30, if yes, what would happen then?
Print
Print
teenager.
teenager.
Yeah,
Teenager.
so what we do is we copy this so that we don't have to make, and then end the program, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, here we go. Yeah, print what? Teenager, and then we make another arrow, and we can end to the same thing, or we can put another end as well. There's no hard and fast rule there, right? If you can, without making it messy, if you can actually bring it here like this, that's good. Yeah, like this. Yeah, it's without mess. I just ended it, right? And
Yes.
what would be the second option there? No. If it's no, what would do? Then go to step
Another diamond.
another diamond. Exactly. Diamond for life. Here we go. There we go. And I lost. I left my thingy there, isn't it? This one. I need this one. This. I copy. I paste. Then I moved. No. Did it move everything? No. This is gonna be mess. Right. Copy, paste, and then without losing them, bring everything down. Here we go. That's what I like to do. We bring everything down. So what is the third condition then? If step 4.
They were an adult from
Huh?
20, from 19 to 60.
If age is greater than from 19, mean greater than 19? Huh?
Yes, greater than 19,
Greater than 19 and less than
60.
60. That's the sign for greater than and less than. You understand that, right? If you put the
Yes.
age in middle, this is greater than, this is less than, right? Age less than 60, age greater than 19. This is a shortcut to put the same thing, all right? You can write, if you don't know how to do that, you can, in the flowchart, you can write even greater than and less than. You know, no problem. But I had a less space, so I put a shortcut there. Okay. Now, if this is true, if this is true, yes, if it is
Print
yes, print
adult.
what?
Adult.
Adults.
Adult. And the
Program.
program. You need to remember this flowchart because we'll use this to do our lecture number, I think 3 or 4, because by the time you're done with lecture number 3 or 4, you'll be able to program this, all right? Because you need to do the input, output, you need to do the if else, all this in Python. You need to learn how to do it in Python, but this is good logic building exercise. Now, if no, what would happen then?
Print senior citizen.
Yeah, we don't need another condition, do we?
No, we don't.
Don't need
No.
else.
We're just gonna use the hybrid.
Yeah, we don't need another condition because there's no if here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just else. There's no condition there. So we just say print senior citizen. Here we go. Senior citizen, right? And we do what? We
End the program.
end the program. You can, it's not a hard and fast rule that you have to link everything to that thingy there, right? You can even put, if you think, oh, it can't go there, right? You can even make this here at the end, no problem. Yeah, that's not an issue. It's still right because, that's also denote ends. I mean, obviously, otherwise picture could get really messy, isn't it? You can't take everything up there if it's a longer program. Here you go. That's okay as well, right? And maybe we should also connect this one here, right? Yeah. Now this looks better, isn't it?
It does.
Yeah.
Yes, it does.
So this is our flow chart, my friend. Oh, which one you did not use? Tell me.
Rectangle.
Rectangle. Why? Because rectangle is used if they ask, oh, take the age and multiply it with 10 or 20. That is a process, right? Then we use rectangle. But because they just took the age and didn't do any calculation on it, that's why you didn't use the rectangle. But in the next example, we will be using rectangle. Are we good here, guys?
Yes, doctor, but
Yes, yes, doctor.
Yeah, sorry.
do I have to know every shape what it represents?
Exactly. That's very important because if you do
Memorizing,
not.
I mean,
Yes. Sorry, come again. What was your question?
do I have to know every shape what it represents?
Definitely. You need to know what
So
each shape is.
memorize.
Memorize it. You have to memorize. It's not a big deal. Oval shape to start. This parallelogram, which is slightly tilted, that's for input. The rectangle is if there is a process. For example, sum is equal to a plus b, right? That's process. But we didn't use any process. We didn't do any addition, subtraction, so we didn't use rectangle. Diamond is for if. And if you want to print display, then this hybrid shape. And then you use these flow lines like this, right? And this by the way, I started with a very complex question. This is the most difficult one I started with. I mean, normally next examples are simple one. Yeah, but this one was very tough. I mean, I directly picked up a question from major one, and I started designing the thing. I hope I didn't scare off anybody with the complexity of this, right? Did it work well?
Yes, but doctor,
Yeah, go ahead.
I have only to write the correct one. So yes or no, only choose one of them. Not as you did, only you're showing us.
Yeah, I mean, when you use a condition, right? Doesn't matter what. When you use a condition, when there's a if condition, it always has yes or no.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, if this, else that, right? Because that's the way it works.
Doctor.
Condition.
Excuse me, doctor.
Yeah.
Doctor, you give us the content page and we are start with all this draw.
Yes, I will give you a content page, and then you start with this steps, and then you do the flow. Yes.
Doctor, you give us the steps and we are start with the
Now I may not give you steps. The next example is I just give you a question, and you create the steps. Remember, we converted the question into steps ourselves. So next one we'll do that. So